Alright, what's going on, everybody? So this weekend, we got the second Misfits Duel card. And I actually think it's a very underrated card. So what I'm going to be doing is going through the fights on the card and giving my prediction and breakdown to it. Alright, so the first fight that I'm going to be talking about on this card is Carla Jade versus Pearl Gonzalez. Now, this is a chance for Carla Jade to become double champ because Pearl Gonzalez got her belt from beating Taj Emery in her debut, I'm pretty sure. This is the state of the women's division after... Oh yeah, Julie Polka left. Well, hopefully that skit was worth it, but I really did fall to my knees when Julie Polka signed with MVP. Right in the middle of Walmart. But in a Julie Polka-less female division, we got Carla Jade versus Pearl Gonzalez. Now, I got Carla Jade in this fight by decision because I just feel like her distance management is very good for her level, and she does a good job avoiding the shots. And from what I've seen in Pearl Gonzalez's fights, obviously she just got a win against Taj Emery to get the belt in that division, and that's why this is a potential double title for Carla Jade. Gonzalez was a former MMA fighter though, but her main base was grappling. Most of her wins were by submission. She went 0-2 in UFC. But breaking to the UFC is a big accomplishment, so I didn't really see her ability to walk people down, especially in the bare knuckle fight. She wasn't able to cut off the octagon/ring in that fight whatsoever. And Carla Jade is way more experienced. Her footwork is her main asset, and I think she's not going to be able to cut the ring on Carla Jade. I think she's going to be able to work her jab, frame, get away from the most of Pearl Gonzalez's shots, and crash over that straight right hand that she likes to do occasionally. But I think Pearl Gonzalez could bring a good fight because she's tough. Any woman that fights in bare knuckle or any person that fights in bare knuckle is very tough. So it's not going to be easy to get her out of there. Carla Jade also doesn't have any crazy powers. So hopefully her cardio is as good as it usually is because she usually circles around the ring a lot. So I think that this fight is going to look like the usual Carla Jade fight. A lot of circling, a lot of jabbing, a lot of framing. And there are times where Carla Jade does get caught on the chin because her chin is so high. But I don't think Pearl Gonzalez is going to be the one to land the flush shot that hurts Carla Jade. But Carla Jade is also tough and likes to brawl at times too. It's not like she runs 100% of the time. But I think the jab's going to be too much for Pearl Gonzalez. She's not going to be able to cut off the ring. So I got Carla Jade by decision. Now let me get to the next fight. Jordan Banjo versus Temple Arts. Now, I don't think this is the co-main event because obviously Fox is now in the card, putting his title on the line versus AK. So I believe this is the feature fight. So I actually think this is a banger matchup because Jordan Banjo had a really good debut. He showed some ability. He showed his ability to scrap. He showed his ability to get away from punches. He blocked very well. He saw shots very well. But at the same time, he didn't react well in the way where he was kind of in position for another shot if he was facing somebody accurate. He kind of was off balance. He wasn't squared up at times. He did a good job blocking, but he's still in the way of a fire if somebody is able to set up a shot on him with accuracy. And I think that's what Temple Arts is going to be able to do. Temple Arts is really good at jabbing to the body, working to the body, and setting stuff upstairs. He doesn't just throw to throw. He really only brawls when somebody else is doing it to him, and he showed that he has a good chin. He can brawl if he needs to. He took flush right hands off of Chase Demore and was okay. So Temple Arts has a crazy chin, and Jordan Banjo has some good power. He has accuracy with his straight right hands, and he does a good job framing with his length and getting away from shots, like I said. But again, I think Temple Arts is going to be able to connect on him, and Will Anderson wasn't the most accurate boxer on Misfits. So I got Temple Arts. It could be a decision based on how Temple fights, but I think he's going to be able to set up an accurate shot. I don't know how many rounds this fight is. Misfits are pretty annoying with not letting us know about that, but I'm assuming 4 or 5 rounds, maybe 6 rounds. So I think by round 4, I think Temple Arts is going to be able to land a hard shot on Jordan Banjo. And I think he's going to get a standing stoppage in round 4. I just think Temple Arts has way more experience. He's way more accurate. And Jordan Banjo has that scrapping ability. And he was good for his debut. But he's not going to be able to catch up to the experience of Temple Arts. So I got Tempo by knockout in round 4. Now let's talk about this co-main event. Fox the G versus Argentinian King. Fox coming in on 4 days' notice to defend his belt. Now, I do have Fox in this fight. I don't think he's a good matchup for Argentinian King whatsoever. Argentinian King must think that I hate him because I pick against him all the time. Even though I think I picked him against Small Spartan J, I believe. That fight was a robbery, and Small Spartan J did win that fight. And I feel like that fight shows a lot that Argentinian King is very stationary and struggles with mobile boxers. Boxers that can really move. He struggled with the explosiveness of Small Spartan J. And I think Fox's main attribute is his explosiveness, his footwork. And I think that's going to be the main difference in this fight. Argentinian King really likes to back you up. He likes to work his jab, and he only really unloads when he has you against the ropes. He doesn't like throwing in between. He doesn't love boxing in the middle of the ring. And Fox is going to have the length advantage and everything. He's going to outbox him in the middle, and he's going to pressure him, which Argentinian King is not going to like because that's not how he fights. I think that the one thing that Argentinian King has an advantage of here is body shots just because of the leverage. I actually think he's my height or around it. He was a little bit taller than Jay. I'm 5'3", 5'4", so I think he's around there. It's hard, man. It's hard to close the distance against somebody that has that much distance, as good as the jab as Fox is, and that he moves so much. There's going to be almost no opportunity for Argentinian King to close the distance unless Fox lets him put him against the ropes, and I don't think Fox is going to let him do that at any point in this fight. And even if it gets into close range, Fox can find his nasty uppercut or be able to brawl like he does because he forces combinations on you where he's so close. He's really good at fighting in the pocket for his length, and I think that's a unique skill set for him to have. And I think the Argentinian King is going to get smothered in this fight. I think he's going to have almost no success. Again, he's not going to like my take in this video, but I think this is a nightmare matchup for him stylistically. And I think Fox is going to get him out of there with an uppercut within 3 rounds, I believe. I think even maybe round 2. I think Fox round 1 is going to overwhelm him with his movement. Argentinian King is going to struggle cutting off the ring. He has power, though. Argentinian King has some serious, short, choppy power. And Fox got to worry about the body shots. I think that's one thing that Fox needs to be aware for. But besides that, he's just going to stick and move and crash in with explosive combinations that are going to overwhelm Argentinian King. And either he's going to show up with good defense and get beat up all the rounds, or he's going to open up and get hit with an uppercut or hook close range from Fox after an explosive closing a distance. So I got Fox to G by knockout within 2 rounds. I hate hating on AK like this because I really do like him in Misfits, and I think he's great. And I don't even think he sucks as a boxer. That's not what I'm saying. I just think this matchup is a nightmare for him. And yeah, I got Fox by knockout in round 2. All right, now for the main event. Even though ever since Fox stepped in, I'm sure most fans care about that fight more than this. But Ty Mitchell versus Gabe Rosado. Now, I didn't know much about Gabe Rosado before this fight, but he's 28-17 and 40 years old. So I kind of get an idea of what Misfits is trying to do here because Ty Mitchell's last fight was very controversial. I think Sean Hemphill won that fight. Even though Ty Mitchell was doing very good early with what he usually does, he has good reaction time, he has great footwork, and he's accurate despite having very slappy, unique way of punching. But as the fight went on, he got worn down, and he might have a gas tank problem because I feel like it's happened in a couple of fights now where, well, Hemphill was the first one to beat him up later rounds, but later in the rounds, Hemphill was absolutely putting it on him with constant combinations, and he was pulling away with it at the end of the fight, but they still gave a split decision to Ty Mitchell. Not a very good decision, but I think Ty Mitchell still has enough finishing ability to hurt him in this fight, because Gabe Rosado, the thing he's known for is getting beat up by Triple G. He was able to circle around, see shots very well in the beginning of the fight, but as the fight went on more and more, he ended up getting stopped because how bloody he was, and he just was getting beaten up the entire damn fight. I don't know why I'm tripping on my tongue so much in this video. I'm sorry about that. Jesus. But the one thing I did notice about Gabe Rosado in the middle of that fight is he has good inside work. He has good body-head combinations, but I have an idea that he's more of a pressure fighter. Obviously, he was getting beat up by Triple G to the point where he was backing up. But based off the strengths that I saw from him, he's probably going to want to walk forward. And Ty Mitchell will give that to him, but I don't think he has the mobility at 40 years old to keep up with Ty Mitchell's slick footwork and head movement and slipping. So I got Ty Mitchell in this fight. Gabe Rosado took a lot of shots from Triple G, and was able to stay in there. He's only gotten knocked out 4 times in his 17 losses in his career. So this could be an interesting fight, man. Ty Mitchell needs to win this fight because Misfits wants him to be a top guy in Misfits Pro. And if this fight goes later rounds again and Gabe Rosado starts winning, it might be a major issue. Because he does have some good body-head combinations. That does make me a little nervous because Hemphill was kind of just headhunting the entire time. I got to say, Ty Mitchell needs to win this fight. And I think it's going to be by decision because I think Gabe Rosado is tough. I don't think he's going to get knocked out by Ty Mitchell, even though he has good power despite, again, his very unique way of punching. I got Ty Mitchell by decision in this fight, and I sure hope so because if he loses, it's going to be a major downturn for Misfits Pro, and Misfits needs stuff to build to the right direction right now because they're at a low point, especially after Andrew Tate losing, even though that's different than Misfits Pro. So those are my predictions for Misfits Duel 2. Again, I think this is going to be a very underrated card. I think it's going to perform very well. Hopefully I'm not wrong about that because Misfits kind of needs a launching pad right now because where they're at. But yeah, man, let me know if you guys disagree with any of my picks. Let me know in the comments. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, turn on notifications, all that if you want to see more than me. Saturday, I'm doing an instant reaction to Misfits Duel and an instant reaction to UFC 326. So double upload Saturday, instant reaction to Zuffa Boxing Sunday. So I'm active around here. So yeah, man. Do I have anything else to say? Nope. Thank you guys for listening to me yap like usual. God bless every single one of you. And peace out.